Greetings and welcome back to our Lord of the Rings Crusader Kings 3 series, where last time we went on a bunch of travels. I'm gonna be honest, we were trying to kind of get ourselves killed. I think I might have a way, but we'll wait a little bit. We're 105, it's fine. I want to play as Dwemer for, when he's relatively young, so in case, bad things happen. But I have an idea, and for that we're gonna need more money. So what we need to do is do more missions, and I think it's time for us to move from the glittering halls at the moment. And where would be the best place? Somewhere in the Riddermark, I want to say. Maybe, what is this? All right, so we're gonna actually move to Gondor here for a little bit, see if we can get some any good. Alright, well, someone got angry. And we became best friends. Well, that's gonna suck when she kicks the bucket. In the meantime, ooh, perfect. We have actual level 2 quests here. Hunt criminals. Alright, what's this one? 239 gold. 149 gold. That's a criminal one. 300 gold. All right, escort emissary, 230. So many quests that we can go do and get some cash. Because what we want to do is we want to actually start building right here in a forefrunt. But I just want to start doing this stuff real quick. Monster hunt. Oh, we're still traveling. There we go. All right. So I'm going to be doing some of this stuff off screen real quick, and then we'll be back unless something interesting happens. Alright, so I'm just going to be writing the book here. We're going to save 500, but we still have a bunch of money, and we're going to do some more before before Metal decides to maybe disappear. But we can get 5 martial lifestyle perk points, or we can just write the book. We've visited 131. You gain the travels of Metal Duergar. This artifact will provide lifestyle experience for future holders. Its quality increases by every dozen visited points of interest. So we're gonna write the book. And did we just get it? Alright. The sponge on a stick. Gilded rat's tail. The travels of Metal. Monthly lifestyle experience. 40%. This is gonna be really good for when we're Dwemer. In the meantime, I think 35 gold. No, I think we're going. I want to double check something here. Cost 30 gold. Interesting. Okay. So let me visit the local castle holding. We need to see if we can find Eleanor Castle. Might as well visit the actual castle. Anyone in here? Interesting. Oh, there's Dwemer. Anyone fancy a round of dice? Oh, Dwemer joined us. Could pay him to come join us, but nah. Garrison is still interesting. Oh wait, no. Visit the local training grounds. Training session. Join us, Bellig. No. Be of use. Ride with me. Alright, regiment could be reinforced partially. I don't think they're actually empty. Oh, well, they're kind of. There. And then mingle with locals at the tavern. What an intriguing hooded figure. We've all seen this before, hence, nah. Would you teach me the craft? Now on second thought, I think we're good. I was thinking of something else. Supplies we actually don't need. Sell some artifacts. On Crier. Collaborator. 2 intrigue. 2 diplomacy. Let's see. If there's any good ones. I'm done back to camp. Level 1. I don't think they're gonna give us much money yet. 20 gold. All right. Well, with that said, I think it's time for us to move around a little bit more, get a little extra cash. Oh, good thing I used the request to get a good contract here. Escort, Ruin Steward, Barragond. We're going to take that contract. And where is Kingstead? Oh, it's just over there. Yeah. We'll just start moving. True aim. Sounds like a deal. We bonded, we made a friend. Nice, nice, nice. Speaking of which, Dwemer, can I give you an artifact? That's gonna be good. Gilded Rats. Nope, neither of those work. Interesting. Okay. Alright, had to go back real quick because apparently we got a bug when it comes to the traveling that it wouldn't let us stop traveling, so we couldn't do anything. So I rolled back. Hopefully it's fine now. We're gonna just do some more contract work here. There. We were traveling far. Wonder if I should have taken a look. Customized route. Guess afterwards we could go visit Umbar. And on the way back. The Zibdin deserves his cut. Maybe we can get some ancient treasure. Gain 15 gold. No. Alright. Oh, unusual encounter. Canets of Umbar. Welcome, Zibdin, to my very own palace. It's likely to dwarf even yours. Find the hidden treasure. I find an old artifact. Well, you must learn to respect your elders. We didn't get a treasure. That's unfortunate. Found a dusty weapon. So that's nice, I suppose. Oh, what was that? I didn't even see that. Point of interest. Something we can do maybe as a Dwemer. Oh, we're got a contract here to search for treasures. All right. We're gonna start searching for treasures here in Gondor. Actually, before you forget, can we join forces? You will become the owner of the Skull of Renowned Bison. Treasure hunt. I can pay handsomely. Wait, it's not like that. I'm still with you. Perfect. Oh, there we go. Contract completed. 222 gold. Or you learned a secret for Ruling Steward. Can not make another request till a couple more months. He does give really good requests, or good contracts, I should say. So we'll hold off on that. I think I kind of want to move down south a little, just so we can travel around to capital sites that we haven't visited, so we can give Dwemer here some more skill points, even though he is, besides intrigue, he is quite good. Oh, I totally forgot he's an aggressive attacker. But yeah. The first sign of something was wrong is a sharp pain in my left chest. I stagger for support as the pain shoots down my left arm. I'm so lightheaded. I don't have time for this. I have things to do. As I try to take a step, I collapse to the ground. I open my mouth to cry for help, but the only sound that escapes me is a strangled whimper. The pain in my chest builds and builds, and darkness overtakes my vision, and I can feel my heart stutter. And we have died of high stress. Captain Metal of the Ironfist has left this world at 124 years of age. He died from stress. A man of unparalleled prowess, he finally found an opponent that he could not overpower. Zibdin Dwemer steps forward as leader. A formidable duelist, many expect him to excel in tournaments and personal combat alike. And here we go. Shadow of Flame, Twilight. One day I shall be like you, Metal. And there we go. We are now a Zibdin Dwemer of the Ironfist at the age of 35, who is incredibly good with a lot of cash and things to do. So, honestly, I had Matal off to go do a pilgrimage, and I was kind of expecting him to just die along the way in like an accident, but holy buckets, why do we have so many perks? Alright, well, first things first, actually, I kind of want to do some artisanry. We don't have any wandering? Oh, we do. 56 a month. Well, let's just make sure we have, alright, we have the Travels of Matal. We got a whole bunch of things here that we just grabbed along the way. Unfortunately, we were supposed to give this for a quest, but the contract, but the guy died, and he was like, nah, I don't want it anymore. Alright, well, I don't need that. Give me this lucky paw. Alright, we have a sword, but I think we want to make our own. Because if you're a veteran, you gain... Okay. Theologian. Well, either way, we are going to be pretty damn good no matter what we pick. So I think for the next couple of years, we're going to go down here, and then we'll decide what we want to focus on. Because the idea of Isengard has been taken from us, because Isengard has been taken by the Riddermark. Unfortunate. We could still create a holding in Forefrunt, but if we wanted to push it, we'd have to go to war against all of, like, the Riddermark, because we learned that from our Game of Thrones series. So I think we want to go and maybe start the White Mountains section instead. Right now, they are allied to a lot of people. High King Senfis is the one I'm most worried about, I'm gonna be honest, since he's got, you know... Wait, hi. Let me just double check that. High King Senfos? But Senfis is dead. I'm gonna be honest, Senfis just kicked the bucket. Maybe it'll work. Well, right now we're gonna figure it out. I want to actually go, not betrothed, blah, 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 blah. Was the way we got rid of Matal a little, you know, little cheesy? Yes, but let's play it. I wanted to play as Dwemer. It's so good. I did a lot of traveling and everything, so we'll figure out what we're gonna do after this. I want to go to university. Where's the nearest university? What new universities do we got? Okay. So we have the University of Minas Tirith, +3 university, +3 university. So that's is that 2? So that's a +1 basically. +3 university. +3 University of Imladris. Lugna. Well, I want to know what that one is. So what's... Oh, Círdan. Círdan, is it? Alright. So we can go to Imladris, or we can go to Minas Tirith University. Ooh. That is a tough one. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe we can go to both. I want to upgrade our education trait. We are a minor. That's... I figured we have to be at least 50, I think. Otherwise, we're... Damn. Alright, we'll go to university once we're of age, I guess, so... Let's go wander about, I suppose. No wonder we couldn't really do anything. You visited 42 points. We haven't even visited anything, technically. Interesting, interesting. Well, let's take this contract then. Maybe it was too early for Metal to die. Maybe we should have waited till he was at least like 50, and then we could go off and do things. Yeah. Okay, I just looked it up. Apparently it's probably 40, so we have a couple years, so we'll just hold off on that then. And if that's the case, yeah. So we got 3 here. Well, let's do anatomical studies. Wash your hands. Carefree. Mental resilience. Camp tax. Golden obligations. And well stocked. Ooh. Bellum justum. Engineer for destruction. Yeah, let's just make it so we're a good yeah, a good strategist. Thoughtful. Befriend. No name. Benevolent intent. Alright. We'll figure things out when we're doing a couple of these missions. Then we'll go off and do the university, and then also figure out this, because maybe we'll just settle and then go to war. We'll have to see if their alliance goes away at some point. How much men do we have? Yeah, we don't have nearly enough, but we have a lot of men that we can just, you know, upgrade. Okay. Need at least 700. All right, guards, cut them down. Oh, instant success. Nice, 68 gold. Fine, we'll do this. Go do that pilgrimage, the return. And if that's the case, can we go on a pilgrimage, or is it because we are a minor? Yeah, we are a minor, so we can't do that. Good to know, good to know. So what exactly do we want to do here? Go fishing. What do we need for this? At least 2 of the following. You have completed pilgrimage to at least 2 unique holy sites. You have the trait Theologian, Paragon of Virtue. We're almost to Paragon of Virtue. And we're almost to Illustrious, so good to know. Travels of Dwemer. We've only visited 2 points of interest. We have our dad's book. Champion. We need to complete 10, and then we can become a champion errant. So I kind of want to go do this, I think. So we need to get exalted among men, so we need to start doing some more martial prowess stuff. 8 of the following. So we got 1, 2, 3. So we need at least 4,000. We could probably get 20 raid for captives or stand with us. 20 wars. We could probably get strategists and gallant, so that'd be 4. Legendary figure we'll just kind of get naturally, so 5. Don't think we'll be able to do this one. Maybe the 20 wars if we do the stand with us. Have the same culture as Lordship of Osgiliath. Level famous illustrious. Or maybe we could get them to sponsor an invasion, maybe? If they helped us grab over here. Because I'm fine with going to war against these guys, just because, yeah, he's got 3,000 men, but he's way over there. Attrition is going to kill him. Unless he goes through the ocean, in which case, Christian maybe? I don't know. But Yeah, and then we'll focus on smithing and being a craftsman. I want to do some of the wandering stuff first. So, shame that there's not any good contracts, as it were. See, we've already visited, so I don't know why it's saying we've only visited 2. Maybe it's because it doesn't count. Because we visited as with your old dad. Oh, caravan master. Yes. Go down here. Down that way. Alright, we'll start with that. Alright, just doing a bit of traveling around, and let sleeping dogs lie here just showed up here. I followed the source of the noise and find my champion, Thurfrith, cowering in front of his tent. Dwemer, do not go inside. There's a wolf in my bed. Ooh. A pregnant wolf? We could be, I shall slay the beast. So in our youth, we are now known as Dwemer, the Wolf Slayer. 80% chance. I don't want to gain reckless, I'm gonna be honest, but... Yeah, rough terrain expert, nice. We can change, and we'll get a different nickname, I'm assuming. We can always give ourselves one when we get older. But, yep, we're just traveling around doing contract work. We did just turn 41, so we should be able to go to the university, right? Yes. Alright. Study hard. Yep, I want to study hard. Skill for talent. No, I think we're all good there. Private army. We don't need it. 451, but it'll be good. And here's some food, kid. Oh, what's this? Where do we want to go down here? I got what I wanted down the Voyager line. Earth's Bounty. Storyteller. Now let's go for this for whenever we do become a lord and actually have money to actually do it. A legend. So what do we need here? Very high chance to upgrade our perks. So what we need to do is just everything to get our studyiness up. Slightly. We'll gain a lot of stress. Ooh, bet you we're massively more successful. Massively more successful. Nice, nice, nice. Much more successful. Slightly more. Yeah, we'll spend the prestige. Nice, nice, nice. You, develops a grudge against us slightly more? Nah. Pause. We just got a new perk here. Started holding a grudge against us, that's fine. Let's wash our hands. Much more successful. And I'm going to save. You never know. Massively more. My head hurts. Nice, nice, nice. So we have a very high chance to upgrade. So what do we got here? This has been such an experience. When I left, I couldn't even imagine the number of wise men that study at Minas Tirith. However, during my stay, I've grown close to one of my teachers, Helenal. On the other hand, my teacher, Heldin. So we've grown close to Helenal, who's pretty decent. She's a non-celibate. We also have Halden. We'll keep in touch. Your learning increases. Oh, did we not upgrade? We didn't. I'm gonna see if we can do it again. There we go. Now we've gained the erudite oracle. And then yeah, there's still Helenal. Then Halden. Halden seems like a nicer dude. Join. Oh, they can join our camp. I totally didn't read that. My bad. Hold. Wrathful, arrogant, and diligent. Halden. I need you to teach me more. Finish our university experience. We've also gained a book, but we already have a good book. Oh yeah, no. Matal's book is better. And you, my good friend. Wouldn't mind some sparring. Wouldn't mind some sparring. We also got, like I said, Iron Constitution, Restraint, Know Thyself, almost a whole of body. But now that we have such things, gain the Hunter trait. I think I know a cure. Did that work? They lost the trait ill. Nice, nice, nice. Damn, we are just... oh good. Wolf Slayer man, huh? There's Harith, their brave soul. Weed smoker. Well, now we know why we couldn't do marriages and everything. It's because they weren't old enough. Apparently marriages are 70 for dwarves, so that was my bad with that whole finagling. Alright, so what do we want to do? Oh, fight corruption. Yeah, let's go fight corruption. Let me deal with them. Is there any visiting points I want to do? Yes. Unfortunately, it's still, you know. There we go. Brothers. And then afterwards, we can go here, here. There's Dol Guldur. And all right, I'll start traveling, do all that. The Misty Mountains seem to be having a civil war. We'll have to oh, Azog died. We'll have to keep an eye on that then. They're having a civil war. It might be easy enough if it sticks anyway. I cannot stand for this matter of injustice. Petty King Rurik. In 15 you fail. Oh. Alright, yeah. Nothing says that we wouldn't, just because, you know, we're gregarious. Ooh, runestone. Famous symbol. We could try to give it a try of reading it, decipher the meaning. Oh, we read it. I don't know what it says because it didn't tell me, but it's nice. Alright, did we do all the visiting? Because that was quick. Alright, with that said, far and wide, Earth's bounty. Bum. Alright, let's just go far and wide here. What else do we want to do? We could write the travels. Wouldn't be as good as Matal's, but speaking of which, champion. We're not illustrious yet. Almost there. Oh, that's champion of the Iron Fist, not what I want. I want champion of the heart. Alright, so we need to do... yeah, we just need to keep going on and become exalted among men. 5 more martial prowess and no criminal. Is there any around here, or is it time to move on? I think it's time to move on. Where do we want to move on to try to... You know what? Let's go visit all of our old acquaintances, as it were, you know? So let's move back to Imladris. Leader of the circle, we'll lose... Yeah, lose a little bit of stress, why not? Oh, fortunate, please tell me my future. Fire shall talk and silver shall flow from the hoof of lowing cattle. Huh. Not entirely sure what that means, but I'm sure it'll help. Eventually, it'll let me know. Silence your people or die. Oh. You know what? You got work to impress. Gained a hook on Kano Eldron. Make a request. We're not an elf, so we can't get a men-at-arms regiment. No valid contracts, but keep an eye out. But with that said, there are no contracts around here. Damn. Kind of hoping there would be. Alright, well, I should gather provisions. Then visit the Elven Refuge. Thinking supplies are this way. I'll spend that. Maybe I can sell some artifacts. I'm willing to sell some stuff. Nah. Wanted to sell the purple one, but I don't think we can. Alright, we need cash. That's what we need. So it's time for us to move on since there's like no contracts here. I don't know where to move on to, I'm gonna be honest. We could go move over to Linden. We got plenty of work in Gondor, I guess. So I guess we could just move back down there. Oh, you know what? Let's head over here, actually. Could move over to Lothlorien. Let's head over here. Yeah. We'll customize a route. So we did not visit these places, which is weird in my opinion, but it is what it is. So I guess we'll just visit them. Lestair, Brooding Abyss, and we'll come out here, here, Dol Guldur. Yeah. All right. Come on, put your backs into it. There we go. Now we're actually getting and visiting places. Oh, we visited Moria. The struggle for Moria depicts the relationships of Balrogs of Moria. Current phase wandering. The Balrog is awake but has no aim to its actions. It's one of the phases. Balrog is agitated and moodily patrols its territory. I see what's happening here. Kill the Balrog, serve the Balrog. You will attempt to slay the Balrog. Having a high prowess of martial, how much of the struggle region you control, having an elven friend, having the Helm of Durin artifact. you are unsuccessful, you will die. If you are successful, you may still die. I kind of want to do it. All right, you have a friend with an Elven or Maiar culture. We have them a friend. We can always get that. That's easy enough. It's the issue is trying to figure out, because we got to be in the region of the Misty Mountains, and fortunately, because of this whole Civil War thing, I don't know how much there's Gundabad. Yeah, I don't know how much men they'll have in total. So it might be better, like I said, stick with the White Mountains, build up, and then move over to the Misty Mountains and try to solve that over there. I don't know. It might be solved by the time we get to there, because I don't know if we'd be able to, I don't think, is there any place we could even, like, try? Probably, like, do a war, a sponsored invasion. You think that would work? Who do we have in our patrons? We have Elrond, don't we? Somewhere. Yeah, Elrond. If we can get him to sponsor an invasion, maybe, or Glorfindel. Hi, Lord of the Dignified Keepers. Dunharrow. All right. There's just so many things that, so many options for us to do, you know? Yep. And that's just because we're still visiting a bunch of Moria stuff. Martial perk. There we go. We've gained the strategist. There we go. That'll help when we're moving camps, as we are now. Ooh, 37% chance we gain the Wise Man. I hope we can get that. Nice. All right. Reading's gonna be fine because we're right here. You know what? We'll just stop traveling because we're near where we wanted to be anyway. Necromancer Sauron, we could piss him off. Alright. Oh shit, I didn't even know this was... I thought we were visiting Dol Guldur, but still. Hey, Necromancer, you have a job for us? Ooh, hunt criminals. We can go do that. Alright, I think... Ooh. Either way, we're gonna get some success. 45... Instant success. Nice, we got the 45% chance. Alright, with that said... we need provisions. Hold mystical communion, travels. All right, we're a third of the way to Exalted Among Men, so it's nice. All right, let's do unlock Stalwart Leader. We're a pretty decent fighter. But what do we want to do next? I think hired muscle. Travel. And I think we're going to end the episode here. Oh, yeah, no, we run a little long. So we'll end this episode here. Leave any other comments and suggestions on what we should do. We got plenty of time. We're a dwarf. Oh, no, I can't execute because we haven't even started yet. But I want to keep an eye on the Misty Mountain situation. Looks like there's just a whole bunch of civil wars. He's losing. Okay. This one. He's losing. It's an independence war. This one he's winning. Dissolution. Peasant revolt. Okay. So we'll have to see how this goes, and then maybe we can take advantage. And if not, well, there's always, you know, things like this. What is this one? I could maybe go do that after this. Bum. Like so. But yeah, leave any other comments and suggestions down below. Leave a like if you like, leave a dislike if you dislike, but tell me why, and I shall see you all later.